Hi skate pals, I'm Elizabeth from GeekGirlSkates, and in this video I'm bringing you 5 more beginner skate park tricks. Now all these tricks can be done without knowing how to drop in on the transition or stall on the coping, but you'll want to be comfortable with skating forwards, backwards, and coming to a stop. You should already be comfortable with rolling down the ramp and pumping the transition. So if you haven't learned those skills yet, be sure to check out my earlier video where I go over these. Skating is fun, but don't forget it can be dangerous too. I always recommend that skaters wear a helmet along with knee and elbow pads, plus wrist guards. These won't prevent every injury, but they will help. Okay, let's take a look at the first trick. The first trick we're going to look at is jumping onto a box with 2 feet like this one. It's always important that when you're jumping that you're starting nice and low so you have somewhere to go to when you jump, but then you also come back down nice and low, and this will help maintain your balance. If you're nervous about jumping onto a box with 2 feet, then I would suggest practicing on the flat ground first before trying it on the box. Build up your confidence this way because you're less likely to get the fear. When I approach the box, I want to make sure that I have a nice staggered stance and bent knees. Then I'm going to jump onto the box with 2 feet, roll for a ways, and then when I get to the end, I'm going to jump off with 2 feet and land in a nice low staggered stance. It's really important that you hold it at the end because if you come up straight, you're more likely to fall backwards. Our next trick is to do a 180 jump on the transition or on the ramp. It's really important that before you try this on uneven ground that you can do a 180 jump on the flat ground first. What you want to look for is your feet are starting in one direction. I have a nice split stance and bent knees. My lead leg, which is my right leg, is in front, and when I jump, my left leg is in front, and both my feet are pointing in the same direction. If you have uneven feet or they're pointing in funny directions, then this is going to cause you to fall, so you want to avoid that. Once you feel comfortable doing a 180 jump on the flat ground, go ahead and take it to the transition or the flat ramp. I'm going to roll up, do a 180, and stay nice and low on the way back down. When you're starting out, go ahead and start lower down on the transition or ramp, and then as you build your confidence, try and get higher and higher on the transition. Our next trick is to jump a hip. This is a particularly nice hip because it's on a nice, gentle ramp feature, but you can also find them on the transition as well. You just have to use what you can find at your local skate park. I would really recommend that you start low and build your confidence until you can go higher up. You don't have to jump straight away either. You can just roll over it and then start to build in that little hop as you get your confidence. As always, you want to approach the ramp with a nice staggered stance and bent knees when you go up and when you come back down. As you roll out, make sure you keep this stance and don't come up because you'll fall over. In this next trick, we're going to be jumping stairs. Now, this is just one step, so it's relatively easy, but stair features at skate parks are going to come in all different shapes and sizes. So look for smaller ones and then build your way up to larger ones. As you approach the ramp, you're going to keep a nice low stance and staggered feet, and then you're going to roll forward and jump and land on the banked ramp. I was really nervous when I first started jumping stairs, so what I did was I rolled on the flat ground, and then if I jumped on the ramp and I knew that I could get to below the level of the stair, then I knew I could make it. This last trick is to carve on the ramp or transition, and this is going to give you the ability to change direction as you're going up a ramp. Of course, I always start with a split stance and nice low knees, and with my lead foot in front, I'm going to be turning to the right. If I'm turning to the left, I'll actually switch my feet so that my left foot is in front. Some people can find this to be really challenging, especially if you're used to only skating in one direction, like in roller derby. But it just takes practice learning to trust your non-dominant foot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to approach the transition with my right foot in front because that's my dominant foot, and that means I'm going to be turning to the right. I'm going to approach and try and draw a nice arc or rainbow across the transition, and this is going to let me follow my foot as I turn round. I hope this video has helped give you some ideas for different tricks you can do as a beginner skater at the skate park. There's so many tricks you can do without knowing how to drop in or stall on the coping. So have fun with it and put the tricks together and build a little line or sequence of tricks that you can do at the skate park, and just have fun with it and really build your confidence before attempting other more complicated tricks. Hey, thanks for watching all the way to the end. If this video helps you out, go ahead and subscribe to my channel to stay up to date with my future skate videos. If you have any questions, just pop them in the comment section. You can also support this channel by checking out the link in the description to my Redbubble shop with t-shirt and sticker designs. That's all for now, and keep roller skating!